right, next up, we have Joe Downs, who won over 46% of the vote as the Democratic candidate for Maricopa County Treasurer in 2016. He has a background as a chemical analyst, and he is currently the treasurer for the Maricopa County Democratic Party.
Thank you. I am Joe Downs, and last year I was candidate for Maricopa County Treasurer, currently treasurer for the Maricopa County Democratic Party. But before my current career in finance, a lot of people don't know that my first career was in science. Specifically, I have a bachelor's degree in biochemistry, and most recently, I was working as a quality control chemical analyst, where I utilize ICP-MS instrumentation in order to figure out parts per trillion level impurities in hydrogen peroxide. So suffice to say that science is very near and dear to my heart, but more than that, the power of the scientific method, of collecting data, of eliminating biases, and of using that data and not opinions to formulate conclusions. It is something that's left an indelible mark in my life in so many different facets for decades. And I would say nearly all of you would probably agree, politics don't belong in science. It's strange for me to say, right? But the unfortunate truth is, at this point, we can't avoid it because politicians have waged war on science. Now, we all know what's happening at the federal level with the EPA and climate science denial. But the same thing has been happening in Arizona for years. For instance, recently there was an academic freedom bill which would have allowed teachers to teach evolution as unsettled controversy. We currently have a sitting state senator, Sylvia Allen, who justified a vote for drilling for uranium near the Grand Canyon by saying that the Earth is 6,000 years old. There was a bill recently which mandated that doctors tell erroneous information to their clients about reversing chemical abortion. Demanded it. And lastly, and most odiously, a few years ago, the Gilbert School Board literally ripped pages out of a biology textbook because they did not agree with it. Now, it's not, let the hate flow through you. Now, it's not all doom and gloom. For instance, a good friend of mine, former state senator Andrew Sherwood, recently set up an aerospace functional group at the state legislature that's actually led by a few Republicans. But let me make it clear, we are losing much more than we are winning, and that's a problem. Politicians have waged war on science, and it's time for us to fight back. Now, how do we do that? Ultimately, it comes down to supporting pro-science candidates and helping to defeat anti-science candidates. And that comes down to talking to voters, be it knocking on doors, making phone calls. If you have the means, make a donation to a pro-science candidate. But lastly, and most importantly, it comes down to you running for office. And most specifically, your local school board. Because running for your local school board is where you can really move the needle and make a positive change, not just for children, but for the state of Arizona and all of our futures. Now, you may be saying, hey Joe, I'm not a Democrat, shut up. That's fine, all right? If you're a pro-science Republican and you know of an anti-science legislator, work against them. Try to defeat them, replace them. If you're Green Party, if you're Libertarian, if you're not affiliated, those pro-science candidates still need your help. Now, the time for change is now. We can no longer sit on the sidelines, and you and I need to be that change. And I want to do everything that I can do to help you be that change. So if anything I said resonated with you, when it comes to getting involved, when it comes to running for office, I wore a very bright blue shirt on purpose, and I realized that everyone else is wearing blue shirts, so I won't really stand out. I'm the guy with the bright blue polo shirt. I'll be hanging around the steps back here for about half an hour. Please come up and talk to me, say hi, whatever. If you want to email me, ArizonaJoeDowns@gmail.com, or you can message me on Facebook. I'm Joe Downs. Thank you so much for your time.